All right, guys, back again here at LS Nasty, trying to get the ball rolling here, getting back in the kick of doing the daily uploads. I've got just a lot of work that I have to do, and not YouTube related, like other work related, like storm stuff and just doing like admin work and everything like that. But we did find some time yesterday to get the office painted, so we are making progress. We got some stuff painted. We are knocking it out. I know, like, the shop has been in utter shambles for a little while now, and it is less than ideal, but sometimes you got to kind of like put your head down and get through the inconvenient times for the greater good. It'll all be better. So we got all of our drywall done. We're almost done painting. We got a tile guy coming to do the shower. So we're gonna have a nice big ass shower. We're gonna have a nice bathroom. We're gonna have washer and dryer and a clean out sink over here. So really going to be a full-blown setup race shop. We're gonna have bunk rooms where we could sleep like up to like 5 or 6 people. And I think a little of this comes from like doing the storm stuff and just like being over prepared for things, like just bare necessities. Like you need somewhere to sleep. You know, there are times here where we pull all-nighters and, you know, we're getting out of the shop at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and it is more convenient just to sleep here. So that's why we're getting that all done. And then, like, obviously over here we just redid the ceilings, put a bunch of drywall up, made it a little bit bigger. As you can see, we got rid of some other stuff. They're coming in here to do floors, crown molding, and we're doing, this is agreeable gray, which I've been beefing with Chris. I'm like, dude, this isn't gray, this is just like an off-white. And then white ceilings, and then we're gonna do black trim everywhere. So I think it'll look pretty cool. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see how it looks. And then obviously we're gonna go and redo our engine assembly room. And really, just the shop it's looked like shit for a little while now. And I said, hey, it's gonna look pretty rough before it starts looking nice. And I was not kidding. But we're really stepping it up, so when it's all said and done, we will have like as nice of a shop as we can. So we've been working on the shop a bunch. I've been doing a ton of storm work, and you guys are awesome because I got a bunch of new people signed up for storm work. So I will say, like always, if you haven't contacted me over it and you're interested in it, it doesn't hurt to send me an email, johndocrecovery@gmail.com. We're by far the largest growing, the fastest growing. I think we got a really good group of guys, and we're getting some stuff hammered out. I got some really special opportunities coming up for you guys in the future. We're going to be doing some training rodeos. I'll announce that next week, the date of the rodeo, and then we are going to have one here at LS Nasty. I think we're going to do one in South Carolina, maybe one in Virginia. I'm trying to do one in Pennsylvania and one in Florida. So I really hit the East Coast pretty hard with all the storm work stuff, but we go everywhere. Arkansas, Connecticut, Ohio. They say work, we go to work, we get it done, we come on back, and then we pick up where we left off. So Matt and David are still down there getting wrapped up. Matt, David, and Brad are down there. Logan's down there as well. So the guys keep working. I came back, handled some other stuff, and trying to get the shop kind of back in shape, so when they get back, we could just pick up where we left off. But there are a couple things I want to talk about and I want to address. We got some major comebacks coming to the channel here very shortly.
I am back. What it do, baby?
The Red Lobster. Everything that happened to it, it was kind of quick and abrupt, and definitely not ideal. And we are going to be coming back strong with the Red Lobster. This is one of my favorite cars. It's one of the nicest looking cars we got. This thing front to back, head to toe, looks great. It ran great before, and we're going to make it run even better. So for those of you guys that don't know what the Red Lobster is, this is one of our all steel, all glass cars. We had this and the Bad Apple. As you can see, this is the new Bad Apple that we're building right there. That will be an all steel, all glass car as well. But this one right here is what I would say the most complete as of now. When we got the car, we got it on an absolutely smoking deal. Small block Ford powered, single turbo, methanol. It had an iron block in there, dry sump setup, Holley EFI, ladder bar rear end. And as you can see, it's got, you know, power, factory doors, glass all around, roll up windows. The interior is nice. The entire build is nice. It's just a very well put together car. It runs really good. Kevin Mullins drove it for us for a race, and it went out there and runnered up to Forest at Woodstock. So to say that it is a slouch, it is not a slouch by any means. This thing is a very fast car, but it had some oil pressure issues, and these oil pumps that we use, I got one right here, they have a set screw for oil pressure, so you can really change it. It's just like a fuel pressure regulator. You can change the fuel pressure, you can change the oil pressure. Generally, you set these once, don't touch it no more. It's good to go. So when we tested the car the first couple times, it had a little bit low oil pressure, so I put a couple turns in it, got the oil pressure up where I like it. I like it about 85 pounds of oil pressure at idle. These are race engines. They're set up with larger bearing clearances. You're going to run a little bit higher oil pressure. Down track, they're making 100, 100 and some. When Kevin was driving it, he made a couple passes. We're looking at the data logs, and the oil pressure's dropping off a little bit, and I'm like, oh man, that's not good. Let me go put a couple turns in it. So I put a couple turns in it, oil pressure picked back up, it held there for a couple of passes, and then it started falling off again. I knew immediately there was an issue. Kevin knew there was an issue. Matt knew there was an issue, but we're in the race. So put a couple more turns in there, crank the oil pressure back up, and go again, and it started to fall off again. In the finals at Woodstock, the car just shut off. Something was not happy with it. Our guess is the thrust got knocked out of it, so as you guys can see, we run these crank pickup wheels, right? They got the magnets on them. And we believe that the crank shifted forward and it lost pickup, lost RPM signal, shut off. That might have been what happened. That might not have been what happened. Who knows? But we didn't make the trip. Forrest went down and won, and we runnered up. We got the car back, and I said, hey, we know there's an issue. I was like, the motor's fine. Just trying to like tell myself that everything's fine so I don't have to take the motor out. Got a new turbo for it, redid the turbo kit. We got a brand new Force Inductions 88 on there now.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
As you guys can see, class legal, so it's got to be an 88mm turbo. And replumbed the car, Brown & Miller. As you guys can see, we got a bunch of Brown & Miller hose on here. Did a bunch of Brown & Miller stuff for the fuel system. Still some stuff that we have to re-Brown & Miller out. And got the car all put back together. And right before we go to fire it up, Matt's like, you know what, let's just drop the pan and look at it. This K-member is set up super nice where you can drop the pan to outlaw style K-member, so you don't have to worry about, dropping the K-member, pulling the motor out. You can drop the pan in the car. Well, the pan was not coming off. It was on there with some right stuff, which if you guys know what right stuff is, it is extremely difficult to get off. And as you can see, we had to bend the ever-living shit out of the pan rail. This stuff here is badass. And then if you look in the pan, you can see we got some glitter. So we immediately knew some serious issues. If your oil pan looks like this, I give you permission to throw your tools on the ground. Because you're in trouble, boys. Pull the motor out, take it apart. We got Scott up here going over everything. And it's so funny, Scott comes and helps us with our motors when we're tearing them down and putting them together and all this other stuff. We have so many engines. We use TKM to their maximum potential, and then we also have stuff here that we're putting together. So Matt and Scott are both putting them together. Sammy's up there putting motors together. We have engines going together everywhere. Scott's pulling it apart, and Scott always gets the shit end of the stick because he is always pulling them apart, giving us the bad news. We knew it was messed up. We popped the sucker out. Boom. Spun main bearing. Main caps like practically fall out of it. Ends up being cracks in the block and everything like that. So it's just not ideal. So we're putting our backup block in there. It's an aluminum block with Brodix heads. Billet crank. MGP rods, diamond pistons. It's going to be bad to the bone. T&D rocker arms. That thing is wrapping up. Sammy is finishing that up right now. We got a brand new custom TKM turbo cam for that thing, which we haven't named yet. Our first small block Ford turbo cam that we'll release to the public for the Red Lobster. And we should have that sucker back hopefully next week where we can just stick it all back together. Everything already fits up. Put it in there. Put the new external wet sump oil pump on there. Fire it up and be good to go. So we got some big plans for a comeback with this guy here. Getting this one done. Getting this knocked out. Park it over in the race car room, keep it clean, keep it looking nice, no scratches on this beautiful paint, and then we will have a hot rod ready to go. So, for those of you guys that are asking, man, we haven't seen a lot of racing action. We're planning on putting a bunch of the cars together and being able to race every single weekend no matter what. If it's raining here, we'll go to where it's not raining. But we got some major comebacks coming soon to the channel. The Red Lobster being the first one. Absolutely good looking car. Small block Ford powered. All steel, all glass. Can run small tire shootouts. This thing is going to be a hot rod, and I'm very excited to get this sucker back and get it done and have it running good. We've been getting the tune-up dialed in. It's going even faster. It just had a bad motor. Motor was probably wore out. Starting fresh. It's going to be a badass car. Over here, I guess this thing just holds parts now. I mean, you got some stuff we did for plumbing with the toter. We got what is that? The deck lid and trunk for Slick Rick. I mean, this sucker right here is the old black sheep. Let's take a look, see what's got going on under here real quick. Yep, it's still there. It's still there, didn't fall apart. If you guys don't know the black sheep, I don't know, you guys probably live under a rock. We had over 300 passes on our TKM Performance Black Sheep Stage 3 engine. We went as fast as 412 at 180 miles an hour. LDR legal 2650, I think is what we had. No, we weighed 2750. 2730 is how much we weighed when we went that fast. 412, 180 miles an hour. We set the hydraulic roller record. We went like a 412 at 176 or 178. Hydraulic roller, black sheep cam, absolutely bad to the bone. If you guys are interested in having a badass cam, call up TKM, the black sheep cam. They keep them in stock. Definitely recommend it. But over 300 passes on this sucker, running Schaefer's oil in there. We popped it apart. Bearings looked absolutely brand spanking new. But it's time to freshen it up. Crank and everything was good. We got a new set of rods, new set of piston rings. We got the pistons coated, and we should be good to go. So this motor right here is coming back. So we're going to have the black sheep, because this thing, slap it together in a day. Like, it don't take much to put this thing together. It works on really well. We're able to just re-RTV the things we got to re-RTV. Everything goes right up to it. Boom, good to go. So we're going to have the black sheep back, the Red Lobster back, and then Slick Rick, obviously, is on the home stretch. As soon as Matt gets back, same week, we're going to be heading up to the TKM Performance dyno, and we'll have this thing on the hub dyno, really making some power. So we are firing on all cylinders. I know you guys don't like the videos of me just talking, but I'm trying to get back in the swing of things of doing the daily uploads. It's tough to do the daily uploads because when I get off here, I'm going to sit in my truck and do a bunch of billing and admin work, and then I'm going to come back in here when the electricians get here and go over all the stuff putting the lights up, and then I'm going to come in here and start cleaning up the shop, and then I'm supposed to go pick up another car, which I own, which you guys, I'm not even going to say the name, you guys can guess which car I'm picking up from another shop, bring it back here and get working on, and then I got to return some parts. I got to go to the trophy case because we got to go over some giveaway stuff because I know you guys love the giveaways, and then, yeah, I mean, it's just a lot. It is just a lot. So I appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you guys supporting. I know the lull in videos sucked. I hated it, but we're back. This brand new, brand spanking new LS Nasty hat. I was wearing it when I was painting. Ruined it. So I just want to say thank you guys. I'm gonna get through the weekend hammering out as many videos as I can, good quality videos. I'm not trying to give you guys no filler BS. I came in the shop today and I had to get a game plan of what we're gonna do when we get parts back, and I'm just telling you, we're gonna get the Red Lobster motor back. I'm gonna work on that while Matt's working on this. Put the Red Lobster back together, get the Black Sheep motor back. We're going to get that together, put it in the Black Sheep. I can finish that up while Matt's working on this. So we'll have 3 cars knocked out that we ain't got to worry about, and then we can start rolling on to some other things. We got to do Eddie Murphy, we got to do the Colorado, and we got Hank, which, how did I not talk about Hank? I wanted to take it to the track last night, Thursday night testing team, but we were so busy in there painting, getting ready for electricians coming. We weren't able to make it to the track. But this thing right here is ready to rock, good to go. Very excited about having this thing done. It's just a very, very solid street car. I got no complaints. Car runs great. Put new valve springs in it. Put a new converter in there from Circle D, and I think we're ready to rock and set some PBs with it. So we're going to have, we're really trying to get the projects we have in front of us finished up, make room in the shop, and we got some really big things on the way. Get our plasma table together. We got our break here. We're really going to hammer some stuff out. So we got a lot of irons in the fire, and none of this is possible without you guys watching, supporting, and oh my God, and we got this car running. Dude, we have so many cars. It's literally unbelievable. The vet here runs, drives perfect. No issues, literally. I'm going to close the hood on this because we don't need to look at it. This thing right here is track ready. So we're going to have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hot rods, 5 sub 5-second cars, maybe 1 or 2 sub 4-second cars ready to go. That right there is just insane to me. I didn't really like, sometimes you gotta step back and just 5 cars. I remember when people are, y'all can't keep 1 running. I got 2 running right now, and I'm about to have 3 more running. Oh my God, this is crazy. So all right, I'm gonna get off here, get this video out to you guys. Hope you guys enjoy your day. It's Friday. You made it through the work week. Hope you guys spend your weekend either watching racing, working on cars, or getting something done. And I'm gonna hop in my mobile office here, get this video edited out to you guys, and get to work. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload. You guys are not gonna want to miss this, picking up one of my favorite cars.